Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Well, good morning. It's Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Welcome to my hump day. It is a super short week for me, and this is smack dab in the middle. We're not going to be publishing a DNB on Thursday or Friday, but we will have those bonus pods dropping on Thanksgiving. And, of course, eyeonannapolis.net will be updated throughout. Enough housekeeping. Let's get into the news for today, shall we? The Arundel County Police are looking for an Hispanic male about 5 foot tall between ages 30 and 35 that was involved in a stabbing in Edgewater on Sunday. On Sunday night, the suspect got into an argument with a customer at the Los Chaparritos Latin food restaurant on Solomon's Island Road in Edgewater. They decided to take it out into the parking lot to settle it, and the suspect stabbed the victim once in the stomach. The victim self-transported himself to the hospital for treatment of the wound and notified police just after midnight on Monday morning. If anyone saw anything, 410-222-1960. Well, Under Armour and Navy Athletics released the Army-Navy uniforms yesterday, and they are sharp. This year, it is a nod to the 54 graduates that were astronauts. Using the familiar NASA logo and the font, the uniforms mimic the spacewalk suit used by graduate Bruce McCandless when he took the first untethered spacewalk. The helmets are amazing, with hand-painted picture of McCandless in space with the Earth behind him, and on the other side it features the NASA logo and the moon behind it. Great job this year for sure. Now, you can pick up special edition merch at NavySports.com, or we do have a link along with all of the images of the uniforms on eyeonannapolis.net. And again, the Army-Navy game is Saturday, December 10th in Philly. I imagine it is sold out, but kickoff is at 3 p.m. We'll be there, and it will air on CBS. Raising Cane's is a chicken place that has an incredible following, I hear. They're basically chicken fingers, and they're bringing not one, but 15 stores to the area in the next few years. Towson's set to open up any day now. Westminster and Gambrills are up next, with Gambrills slated to open in March of 23. And they have signed leases for locations in Annapolis, Glen Burnie, and Linthicum here in Anne Arundel County. And I have heard that they were taking over the former Applebee's at the mall after that deal with Silver Diner fell through. So we're going to have more chicken choices soon. And I just got an email about the Maryland Chicken Wing Festival, as long as we're talking about chickens here. This is the festival that sort of kicks off fest season every year, and the date for 2023 is April 1st at the fairgrounds. No fooling. All right, I did tell you earlier that it is Tuesday, so that means it is Ticket Tuesday, courtesy of the Ram's Head on Stage. And if you'd like to see any of these shows, send me a DM or an email and let me know. I may pick you for a pair of tickets. Up first, the Sugar Hill Gang on Friday.
What you gonna do today? 'Cause I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some spank and drive off in a death OJ. Everybody go hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. See if your girl starts acting up, then you take.
And for the ladies, Thunder from Down Under on Sunday, or PRS 8 Lock, which is Paul Reed Smith's new project. That'll be on Tuesday the 19th. So we've got the Sugar Hill Gang on this Friday. We've got Thunder from Down Under on Sunday, or Paul Reed Smith's new project, 8 Lock, on Tuesday the 19th. Just let me know which one you want, and you might be picked. Real easy to win. Send me a DM or an email. And a huge thank you to Ram's Head on Stage for these. So be sure to check out all their other shows that are upcoming. ramsheadonstage.com. Podcast news up this Saturday on the local business spotlight, Lifetime in the Annapolis Town Center, and they are scheduled to open up for real on Monday. Next weekend, it is a conversation with the Hospice of the Chesapeake, and of course on Turkey Day, we have those 3 short holiday-themed bonus pods dropping. All right, that is a wrap, but first a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us. And to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, and Scout and Molly's over there at the Annapolis Town Center. So now you just need to hang tight because we have George Young from DC MDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. And back with a legal brief, it's Scott MacMullan from Scott MacMullan Law. All that coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 22nd. It was another chilly, below-average day temp-wise yesterday for the Annapolis region, but today will be a bit warmer, ahead of a couple of average to maybe even above-average temperature days Wednesday and Thursday. Look for max sunshine today, with highs in the low 50s, to be followed by very nice days tomorrow and Thanksgiving Thursday with more sun-filled skies and highs each day in the mid to maybe upper 50s before some clouds and a little rain on Friday with highs back down near 50 degrees ahead of a pretty nice weekend with plenty of sunshine Saturday and Sunday and highs each day in the low to mid 50s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And of course, be sure to download our DCMD VA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You never know when you might need an attorney. It could be when the lights light up on the police car behind you. Or maybe you have $1 million idea and need to incorporate. From wills and trusts to car wrecks and arrests, Scott MacMullan with the Annapolis-based Scott MacMullan Law, LLC, is here to offer some insight for you with today's legal brief.
Hello, Annapolis. This is Scott MacMullan, and this is your legal brief. Since 2006, Lauren Parker has been the Registrar of Wills for Anne Arundel County. Recently, Erica Griswold unseated her in the recent election, and Erica Griswold will be the new Registrar of Wills for Anne Arundel County. What the heck is a Registrar of Wills, you might be asking? Well, the Registrar of Wills is responsible for appointing personal representatives, in a lot of states they're called executives, to administer decedents' estates and for overseeing the proper and timely administration of these proceedings. And the question you might also have is, do you have to register a will in Maryland? Maryland law requires that anyone holding an original will must file that document with the Register of Wills promptly after a decedent's death, even if there are no assets. Although the will and or codicil are kept on file, no probate proceedings are required to be opened. However, So just know that. So the Register of Wills, they administer these estates. You have to file a will if somebody passes away. You have to file with the Register of Wills. An attorney can also help you file once you've had your will executed, signed and executed. They can file it with the Register of Wills, and that can certainly help you potentially down the road if the will is actually challenged. So that's really important to consider whether or not a will is going to be challenged. So you want to file it potentially with the Register of Wills. You need to reach out to an attorney to discuss that. I'm happy to help. Scott MacMullan Law, LLC, 443-494-9775. This is information, not advice. And just remember, we have a new Register of Wills in Anne Arundel County. It's a whole office that is responsible for appointing personal representatives and administrating decedents' estates and for overseeing the proper and timely administration of these proceedings. Feel free to give us a call and hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.